I think getting creative and not waiting for CPS to give you permission to do things. Ask them. If you have an idea, hey, we feel comfortable, can we do this? Is this allowable? Versus waiting for CPS to tell you what to do. Take the initiative. They're busy. They have so many other things going on, and sometimes it's the bare minimum, and that's all they can give because they have so much. Foster parents have a wonderful opportunity to be creative about how they connect and keep parents knowledgeable about what's going on with their children. We had constant communication throughout the week about if issues came up in daycare or school. We would notify the parent, hey, heads up, this is what's going on. So text messages or phone calls happen pretty regularly for us. When we would go to different activities, whether it was a zoo or out of town or had experiences, we would take lots of pictures. We would send those through text messages to the mom. And then every couple of months, every 2 months or so, we would print pictures out of their kids. We made sure that they weren't of us, like as a family with their children, but their children together, individual pictures of them. If one of the kid had really a hard time sleeping that night and missed her mom, we would call her mom at 9 o'clock at night so that they could talk briefly. This takes a lot of trust, but during the pandemic, the child's birthday was in March when the pandemic hit. We felt comfortable and safe with mom and in our own abilities to set boundaries and enforce those boundaries, and she was gonna miss her daughter's birthday because of the pandemic. We invited mom over to our house to have a birthday celebration. We set pretty clear parameters around that. Checked with CPS to make sure that it was okay. And then we were able to facilitate that. Her mom didn't miss her birthday celebration.
When it comes to keeping the parents in the loop, I have tried hard with that. Like I said, sharing photos. If the children did a certain project at school, how about their sports? We are all a huge sports involved family. I even share the pictures, and we make sure that we do magnets of them in their uniform, and we share those with the grandparents so they have that sticky magnet on their refrigerator. Sharing as much stuff as I possibly can to be positive, to show the parents what their children are absolutely capable of. When Ellie got her first car, I went and found an old broken down bow at Academy and drug it home. They gave it to me and I put it back together. I stapled it back together and put the little bow on top of her car and then shared that with family. She's got a baby. Sharing the pictures of that, for me, he's a great grandbaby. My daughter's the grandma. What would that look like? I can't imagine missing a day of it. And so I try to share as many of those family memories, as many as photos, as many of the recordings and other stuff. Braylon goes to daycare. He brings home little drawings all the time and stuff. And he's only 17 months old, but he's got things that are made from the size of his hand. So to me, that's all really important. You would only hope that you could draw the parents in an enlightening way by sharing those happy times. We don't want everything to always be gloomy.
We've had infants, and so when I think of raising my own child, just knowing how much is in that first year of life and wanting to constantly keep them updated on what their kiddo is doing that's new and exciting and fun. So I've printed pictures to bring to visits, always writing notes for them at visits to make sure they know these are the things that your kiddo did this week. I let them know whenever there's a doctor's appointment coming up, one of those checkups, and I try and check in with them about any questions that they have to make sure that we're just communicating on that. And then I have a separate printout of summary of that doctor's visit printed so that I can take it to them and they have all that health information on their child as well.